Jamie. I'm your host for this Gen Z show. And right now, actually, I'm stationed in Cebu. Right now, I'm here and working at the awesome Tacha main office. So let me tell you guys before we start, I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it here. The people I get to work with are not only talented, but also super pleasant. It's such a breeze, collaborating with them. And let's talk about the work environment here in Tache. It's like a breath of fresh air. The ambience is really light, it's positive, and it just puts you in the right mood to tackle any challenges that comes your way. So if you happen to be in Cebu, and on the lookout for exciting opportunities, let me give you a hot tip. Tache is where it's at. Seriously, joining this team will give you an incredible working experience. There's just something special about the vibe and camaraderie here that sets it apart. Plus, the office location is so convenient, making it a breeze to get to. So, if you are craving like a wonderful working experience and want to be part of an amazing team in Cebu, don't miss out the chance to join in Tache. Trust me, you won't regret it. So again, if you are interested, we have some job postings available this week. Our team will send the link where you can apply, and from there yeah, they will set up an interview with you, and maybe you can, join our team here in the Tachi headquarters. All right, so for today's episode, today is Monday, May 22nd. Ang bilis ng week, right? So without further ado, let me just, get into the topic. So, in today's fast paced and ever changing professional world, employers value creative thinking and fresh perspective, especially right now in the digital age, right? So, by thinking outside the box, you can enhance problem solving abilities, adapt to new challenges, and bring innovative ideas, to the table. So it sets you apart from the others. It somehow makes you unique, making you a valuable asset to employers and opening doors to existing or exciting rather career opportunity. So get ready to shake off those old ways of thinking because we're here to help you unleash your creative potential like never before. So this episode is all about breaking free from the ordinary, pushing boundaries, and tapping into the inner wellspring of innovation. So, whether you're a writer, an artist, an entrepreneur, or just someone, craving a little more excitement and originality in your life, this episode is your ticket to unlocking the untapped potential within you. So, without further ado, let me introduce our speaker today. He is a skilled video editor and motion graphic designer with 3 years of experience running his own company. Over the past 6 years, he has worked with notable brands like Toyota, Top Gear, Sandigan Bayan, Toy Kingdom, wow, SM, SMGC, TFC, Avid Media, and many more. So his expertise lies in creating captivating and visual and bringing client's vision to life. As you can see dun sa video niya, ang ganda ng quality versus mine. So with a strong work ethic and commitment to excellence, he consistently delivers high quality content that leaves a lasting impact. So, here we have Mr. Eb Fajardo to discuss how to unleash your creative potential if you think outside the box. Hi, Sir Eb.
Hi, Jamie. Hi. Hello, guys. Thank you for having me here. So, yeah.
Right. It's so nice, and I'm really excited for this topic, Sir Eb. So we're
Yeah.
all about empowering professionals to reach new heights in their careers. So here's a thought provoking questions for you. I will start the question and answer now, Sir Eb, so that we know what's your secret behind this very engaging and very creative videos that you've put in the internet or social media. So how can you use your unique creative talents to make your work more enjoyable and fulfilling?
Oh, yeah. Grabe first question pa lang, ano. So, yeah, how can I use my creative talent? Me kasi, based on my experience, just think that it's normal to make mistakes. So, me kasi, mas love ko yung process than the output, than the result. So, like no pressure. So, para lang siyang ano, think like you're in a road trip or joyride. So, yeah, you're looking forward to your destination, but the journey while going into that place, enjoy that moment. So, ako ganun lang din yung ginagawa ko, no. So, parang kumbaga mawawala ng gas, no. May mga pasaway na driver, traffic, yes. But the question is, how can I positively respond to that moment? So the same goes with designing, no, editing or writing something. It's more fulfilling na manonotice mo na lang na meron ka nang napagdaanan. Meron ka ng mga idea na nakuha na parang ang layo mo na pala. Parang ang dami mo nang napaglaruan ng mga designs, ng mga videos. So,
Right.
to make it more enjoyable, in my case, ganun yung ginagawa ko. Parang, enjoy lang natin yung moment while doing the output. So, yeah, no pressure. Yun yung nangyayari sa akin. So,
Right. And I totally agree on that. I'm all about personally, I'm all about loving the process more than the results.
yeah.
Enjoying every step from brainstorming to getting hands-on, bringing, me true fulfillment. Because, celebrating small victories along the way keeps me motivated personally. So embracing the journey leads to, better outcomes and a
Mm,
constant drive for improvement. So we're all familiar, Sir Eb, with traditional thinking, and whether we like it or not, it often, keeps us confined to familiar patterns, preventing us
mm.
from exploring new career opportunities and reaching our full potential. So my question is to this, like, in what ways can you break free from traditional thinking to explore new career opportunities and expand your skill set? But before that, pala, I have another question before you answer this question. What do you think is like the traditional thinking? What is it for you?
Um, yeah, in my experience, I am a video editor, right? So, I'm into video. So, I make motion graphic designs wherein
Right.
the static designs ina-animate siya, like pinapagalaw, and mga videos for social media, mga vlogs, para mas familiar, mga vlogs sa YouTube, mga ganyan-ganyan. So the traditional way kasi is doing the task alone. I call it form approach. So that's for me is the traditional way of parang kumbaga the traditional way of sa creative side, mga bagay-bagay, just doing
Mm-hmm.
the task and done. So that's for me is I call it form
Traditional
approach kasi.
thinking.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. So in what
Yeah,
ways,
the
as
question.
mentioned earlier,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, in what ways can you break free from traditional thinking
Yeah,
to
yun
explore
nga.
new
I think to break free from that traditional thinking, um so the traditional thinking kasi is a form approach. I call it form approach. I-explain ko ano. Ang form approach kasi, you do the task tapos okay na. Parang you wait for your manager to parang bigyan ka ng task, then do that task, do that job, do your job, then done. To break free, sana nandun tayo galing sa strategic approach.
Mm-hmm.
Strategic approach. Parang you don't just do the task, tapos tapos na, then okay na. Sana parang i-question natin yung task na ibibigay. If this really help or solve or improve something to myself, to our
Mm-hmm.
team, or to the company, no? So parang kung kunyari may binigay na task, kung makakatulong to sa company, then kung hindi 'to makakatulong sa company or sa team, yung gagawin nating task na 'to, then bakit natin gagawin? Parang gano'n. So,
Right.
if yes naman 'no, parang kumbaga kung yes naman, kung yeah, makakatulong naman, then how can we do it better? So, something like
Mm-hmm.
that. So, yun yung tinatawag kong parang strategic approach ng mga bagay-bagay ng iba't ibang
Right.
klase like projects, ganyan-ganyan, parang gano'n. So, it sounds like parang rebellious na parang, magiging ano ka, parang kontrabida ka lagi. Yun yung
Right.
inaano 'no, pero hindi gano'n. So, importante na marunong ka rin mag-communicate ng
Mm-hmm.
mga bagay-bagay, like mga suggestion, ideas, paano mo siya mako-communicate politely dun sa manager or dun sa team, 'no? Parang i-communicate mo politely na you are questioning the task because you are just helping the team, the
Mm-hmm.
company, 'no? So, 'yan, paano natin magagawa 'yan? Parang, paano natin parang, um, mababago yon parang gano'n, from doing the task, then questioning the task because you're coming from a strategic approach nga, 'no? Kung ganito ka mag-isip, ano, ito nangyari kasi sa akin 'to, kung ganito ako mag-isip sa mga company na, um, in-applyan ko or nandun ako 'no, nakikitaan nila ako ng potential na, um, maging leader type na person
Right.
dun sa company. Kasi
Mm-hmm.
iba akong mag-isip. Hindi ko lang basta tinatanggap yung task, pero inaalam ko
Mm-hmm.
bakit kailangan nito ano, boss, parang gano'n. So, this way parang ano, mafi-figure out mo yung sarili mo na mag, ma-position ka into higher level, parang
Mm-hmm.
gano'n. And makikita rin nila na you're different from among
Right.
other na ano, mga gano'n.
It will
Kasi
make you stand out.
yeah, oo. Kasi you're just ano, I mean, giving suggestion politely. No, usually
Mm-hmm.
kasi,
Right.
dahil, usually karaniwan 'no, lalo sa mga creative side, hirap na i-communicate yung ideas nila to other people.
Correct.
So, ang
Correct.
nangyayari para silang, nagiging rebellious sa company. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, importante rin pala na malaman natin how we can communicate those strategy sa
Mm-hmm.
company or sa team. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that way may explore mo yung higher opportunities, parang gano'n.
Right. You
Yeah,
know
I hope
what,
making
sir?
sense.
Mhm. Go on.
Yeah, go. Yeah,
No,
that.
yeah, yeah. You've mentioned, well, you've mentioned the word rebellious. What I'm thinking, actually, instead of the word rebellious, is the creative freedom, because that's what
Yeah,
we, well, the company mostly. That's the company needs to know, that creative is freedom. That means that, being creative gives you the freedom to express yourself without any limits. It's all
mm,
about, breaking free from the usual rules, and, exploring new ideas. And
yeah,
I believe personally, when you're, in a creative mindset, you can think outside the box. Definitely, you can try new things and let your, imagination run wild. It's like having the license to be your most authentic and unique self. And that's what I really love about creative, right? And before we go to our next question, Sir Ev, let me give a quick shout out to our 332 viewers in Kumu right now. Wow. Hello, thank you everyone for tuning in. So Sir Eb, let's focus on the essential aspect of career development, which is, surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals who share
mm.
your passion for creativity. So we all know that when creative minds come together, magic happens, right? So how can you inspire and collaborate, with colleagues who share your passion for creativity to amplify your professional growth?
Oh yeah, to amplify the professional growth, well, I'm always coming from a ano kasi, in every decision that I make, I'm coming
Mm-hmm.
from, um, the strategic approach nga lagi, 'no? So, para ma-inspire yung mga colleagues kapag for example meron kaming project, lagi kong tinatanong sa team kung bakit natin 'to gagawin.
Mm-hmm.
Parang ano yung kailangan natin either ma-improve or ma-achieve or maiwasan,
Right. Right.
parang gano'n. So, that way kasi, parang you as a team, parang kayo as a team, meron kayong pinanghahawakan na vision because you know your why.
Right.
So, para ma-spark yung ideas, creatives man bagong idea man yan or old ideas turn into new ideas, importante na mag-ano tayo, parang bumalik lagi tayo dun sa roots kung bakit natin 'to ginagawa. So, no, parang gano'n. So, when it comes to professional growth, every person naman ay may different motives kung bakit nila ginagawa yung ginagawa nila ngayon. Like for
Mm-hmm.
example, um, I ako kasi I work with well-known media company.
Right.
And ang motive ko kung bakit ko gusto doon pumasok ay dahil para makakilala ako ng mga magagaling din na artist because magagaling doon sa media company na yon. So, makakilala ako ng mga magagaling din. So,
Mm-hmm.
if ever na magkaroon ako ng challenge or struggle na sa mga bagay-bagay, lagi kong binabalikan yung dahilan kung bakit ako pumasok sa company na 'to, parang gano'n. So, gano'n din naman yung ano, yung ginagawa ko for a team. Ngayon kasi I handle a team na 'no.
Oh,
So, kaya
wow.
gano'n din yung ginagawa ko sa team ko para maging inline kami sa bawat isa. Parang going back to
Mm-hmm.
our whys, our different whys and our ano, whys together. Ang tinatawag ko doon ay bucket list. Yung tawag ko doon,
Bucket
bucket list.
list, like why list,
Yeah,
right?
why list,
With
yeah.
your Tagalog, right? Right, bucket list. That's really clever, and I do agree with that. Actually, what I like in a company or in an organization is that it's supposed to have like it can create a culture of continuous learning, by sharing knowledge, teaching new skills, and being open to learning from one another. So having that kind of like the kind of culture in the company, I think it's really really nice that it would help you as well in terms of like growth in your career. So before again we go to other questions, we have 517 viewers as of today. Wow, I think they really like the topic today. I'm sorry, so if you have like questions, guys, please do let us know. You can comment it, and our guest for today would love to answer that. So, okay, so Eb, let's explore a talking point that can revolutionize your current role and take your projects to the next level. So, we all know that fresh perspectives and creative thinking are catalysts for innovation and success. So, my question is, what steps can you take to infuse, creativity into your current role and bring fresh perspective to your projects and tasks?
Yeah, to bring fresh, well, for me, it's important to balance creating and consuming. Okay, so for me, that's sobrang importante sa akin na mabalance yung creating and consuming. There are times that I'm creating like free flow. Like for example, I'm doing videos for myself or for my clients. Like or for example, writing scripts. Like there are times that I don't look for inspiration, but I just like take notes or write scripts like free flow, that inspired by my like my random thoughts or my thoughts at the moment. So inspired by that lang. There are times then na yung creative juices parang hindi siya lumalabas. So what I'm doing is to consume naman other people's work. So, but I mean, no, not others people's work, but consume like free flow. Then consume like free flow. Like for example, um, I have this project that I need to create content for a foundation. Then I need to create a script specifically. I need to create a script, a documentary script for this foundation. Tapos dumadating sa point na walang lumalabas sa isip ko. Then, syempre ang ginagawa pag nasa creative side, you go to YouTube, you go to other documentaries to get inspiration. Pero kahit ganun yung ginawa ko, parang walang lumalabas na idea. So what I did is I just stopped getting inspiration. Then I just watch movies na hindi related sa gagawin kong project. Parang randomly kung anong gusto kong mapanood na movie na hindi related. Nagugulat na lang ako na may nakukuha akong inspiration kahit without the intention na makakuha ako ng inspiration. So mga ganon. So I think to get new perspective, parang don't be in that intention to get new perspective. Something like that. I hope I'm making sense because I'm doing that. Like for example, another example, I need to create video for this client. Then walang lumalabas na ideas. What I do is I just ride my motorcycle, go to in this place like Tanay. I go to there,
Right.
breathe some fresh air, something like that, without the intention of refreshing myself.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
In that way, I get to observe people like randomly.
mm-hmm.
Then suddenly, nakakakuha ko ng inspiration.
Oh, that's
So,
nice.
yeah, like for example, I have this another example again, no, because the creative. Another
Yeah.
example, um, I when I have this, I need to create a strategy for a company. Then, yun nga, walang lumalabas. Tapos napunta ako doon sa Quiapo na parang maraming nagtitinda ng balloons,
Mm-hmm.
ganyan.
Right.
Tapos pinag-aralan ko yung ano nangyayari doon sa nagtitinda ng balloon. Then
Mm-hmm.
na-realize ko na that vendor hindi yung hindi yung mga nanay yung target niya kasi 'di ba yung nanay yung mothers yung may capacity to
To pay for the
bumili ng balloon,
balloons. Yeah,
ganyan.
yeah.
Pero ang market niya pala ay mga kids. So
Correct.
ang ginagawa nitong balloon vendor ay parang ina-attract niya yung mga kids to the point na hindi niya pinapansin yung mother pero binibigay niya yung balloon dun sa kid. Ang
Right.
nangyayari, etong kid sobrang parang fascinated siya dun sa balloon. Then pinipilit niya yung nanay niyang bumili. So
Mm-hmm.
may mga nakakuha ko ng idea doon sa scenario na yon to the point na um nag parang kailangan ko lang palang malaman kung sino talaga yung ina-attract ko for my product or services.
Mm-hmm.
That way parang nakakuha ko ng marketing strategy. So, yeah, may
Mm-hmm.
mga ganong spontaneous moment na random
Right.
moments na nakakuha ko ng mga fresh ideas. Parang without the intention of getting new ideas,
Mm-hmm.
suddenly magkakaroon ka ng idea. So, yeah,
Right.
I hope
Mhm.
I'm making sense.
Yes, yes, I actually love the story because that's right. Sometimes it's not about the targeting of the right audience. It's more on
Mm.
who is the person who needs to pay for that specific product, which is that's very unique approach. And you've mentioned actually that sometimes, well, the creative people, has some scenarios that we don't know what to release, like content to
Yeah.
release. Are there any tips or advice you can give to get your creative juices flowing?
Um a content for myself, because as you know guys, I'm creating content for myself then, no? Aside from creating content for my clients.
Yes.
So
We
content
saw
for
your TikTok.
myself, content for myself, it's so easy to create content for myself because my brand is me. So parang ang ang dali lang makaisip ng content because I'm just sharing what I know. I'm just sharing my story. I'm just sharing my story. So it's so easier to create content around my expertise or around myself because I'm a brand. Um, then for clients, for us to um, parang maging easy rin yung pag-create ng content, it's important that you have this framework and structure that you're following to the point na um, my steps and my methods na sinusunod to create content for clients. Because pag wala, um, like every day, every projects, you're creating from scratch or from blank paper, something like that. Kapag wala kang framework, kapag walang framework na sinusunod. So,
Right.
yeah, ganun ako magano. Meron akong framework, structures or templates na ginagamit to create content for clients na mas madaling magawa pag ganun.
Right.
Ayun.
So let's explore a talking point that can really revolutionize our viewers' role and take their projects to the next level. We all know that fresh perspective and creative thinking are catalysts, right? And may I ask, like, what steps? Sorry, how can you leverage technology and online
Mm,
platforms to showcase your creative work and attract new career opportunities? Because in this digital age, technology and online platforms offer the boundless potential, right, for
yeah.
someone to
Mm.
showcase their talents and captivate audiences worldwide. So how can we leverage that?
Yeah, we can leverage specifically social media platform to showcase
Correct.
our
Yeah.
talent, especially after this pandemic. Because after
Mm-hmm.
this pandemic, parang digital era, like normal na siya. Like everyone is using their phone, everyone is using
Correct.
social media. Bigyan mo ako ng tao na hindi gumagamit ng phone or any social media platform. For
Yeah,
sure,
even
wala kang
even
mahanap.
grandmas, grandparents are using
Yeah, oo.
TikTok and all that, right?
Yeah, yung nanay ko rin gano'n. So yeah, do'n mo makikita that digital platforms ay sobrang essential nowadays.
Correct. Correct.
So
Yeah.
how can we utilize those platform? How can you utilize those digital space? So me, I really believe in content creation. I really believe in content creation. After pandemic, this is my story. After pandemic, I'm one of the people who were retrenched in the company. So meaning the
Okay.
company went, low revenues. They need to retrench
Bankrupt.
people. Yeah, not naman
Uh-huh.
bankrupt, but at least kailangan nila magbawas ng tao. So yun.
Right. Okay. Mm-hmm.
There's first batch, there's second batch. I'm in the third batch of people who were retrenched.
Mm-hmm.
So, ang nangyari, I didn't know how to get another projects. I didn't know how to market myself. I didn't know how to look for other opportunities because 3 years na ako dun sa company na yun. And I used to like lagi parang nire-refer na lang ako ng mga kaibigan ko to apply in this company,
Mm-hmm.
in this company. Kaya nakakapasok ako dun sa company. Pero this time, at that time, nung na-retrench, wala akong idea how to look for other opportunities. So I
Mm-hmm.
tried different things, right? So I used to like go to other platforms to find a job. I used to reach out to my old friends to, may bakante ba dyan? Mga ganong klase. Hindi nag-work. hindi nag-work. So sabi ko, nandito lang ako sa bahay. Wala akong ibang ginagawa kundi mag-Facebook or mag-YouTube. What if gamitin ko tong platform na to to get known and get more opportunities? So, I tried everything, you know. So, yeah, reach out, ganyan-ganyan. Pero nag-work sa akin yung pag-create ng content. Any other content like videos, text, photos, images, inspirational quotes, mga ganyan. Nag-work sa akin. Ang nangyari, because I'm doing it consistently, people are started to reaching out to me instead of me reaching out to them. Like my friends. My friends started to discover me like, you do video pala. Ganyan, ganyan. Some of my friends are business owners, so they were reaching out to me like, you do video pala, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. And hindi nila ako makikilala kung ako mismo hindi ko pinakilala yung sarili ko in the platform. So, yeah, ganun yung ginawa ko. First, I optimized my profile. I limited my post on my Facebook. Like, I'm a gamer, so I used to play different games. I used to live stream those games into my Facebook profile and YouTube channel, but I stopped that. So I limit my post because I want to get known in my expertise, which is video. So I leverage my platform, which is Facebook, now TikTok. I leverage that platform to create content and show myself to others so that they will reach out to me to get me as their video editor, as their now video content strategist. So yeah, pwede rin siyang magawa ng ibang tao because yeah, you're just showing me kasi what I did is I just teach what I learned. So I'm before that was last 2 years. So before retrenched before the pandemic, I already created videos for like 6 years, 5 6 years. So I know something in my expertise. So what I did as my content is to teach what I just learned in that experience. So I create content around video content creation. I posted content around video editing. I I show I show people my workspace, video editing workspace, or my video editing shortcut key, something like that, or my workflow on video editing. I just teach what I learned. So that's what I did. So yeah, that way I did it consistently, like until now, like I'm doing it for 2 years, content creation, and patuloy na merong mga inquiries na pumapasok. May there kasi na-realize ko rin, I realized that because most of the people now are in the social media platform, also those talent manager or the you know the scouts, I
Fruit.
call it scouts.
Yeah. Yeah,
I call it
yeah.
talent scouts, or so yeah,
Mhm.
sila rin mismo humahanap din ng creative people in the social
Correct.
media platform,
Yes.
right? So um yeah, sakto, pwede natin gawin yon as
Mhm.
creatives. Ipakita lang natin, this is my design, this is how I did do it, something like that, and post it
Mhm.
in the content. No pressure as long as you just post it. So yeah, that can leverage, or that can showcase your expertise, your works using Facebook,
Right.
Instagram, now TikTok. No,
Correct. Mhm.
you can create content just your phone. Wala nang tao ngayon na walang phone or smartphone. Wala nang
Yeah.
tao ngayon na walang camera. So you can use that phone to record yourself or to record what you're doing, then post it on social media, and magugulat ka na lang, may magre-reach out sa'yo na parang, gawa mo ako ng video, nakita ko yung video mo, pwede bang gawin mo rin sa amin? Mga ganon.
Right. Right.
So, yeah, to cut the long story short, so, sobrang haba ng explanation, pero I really believe in content creation. ano.
Mm-hmm.
So, puwede niyo ring gawin. Yeah, yun.
Right. You know what I really love that you've mentioned, Sir Eb, would be the, maximizing the use of social media platform because it's so underrated. Some of us using it, for communicating with friends and family, posting fun
Yeah.
stuff, but they don't really leverage it. I mean, the use of social media. As for
Yeah,
me, it's a total game changer. Showcasing yourself to others online open doors to new opportunities. And you're right,
yeah,
it can expand your network. It builds your personal brand, as what you've mentioned. And you can start by defining what makes you unique.
yeah,
You can introduce yourself, your service, and you can collaborate, network, and establish yourself as a go-to expert. That's
yeah,
what
yeah,
I really love about social media. It gives you that freedom to express yourself. And with social media on your side, you'll boost your visibility, as what you've
yeah,
mentioned. You can highlight your skills, right?
Visibility actually yan, that's the main reason, in why I'm creating content, I realize that there like me, I realize that there are a lot of in the creative industry na nagtatago na parang,
Right.
they are not showing themselves na magaling, that
Mm-hmm.
they're expert in what they're doing. So, yeah, I know there's an imposter syndrome in each of us. Like, oh,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, ano na lang sasabihin ng mga tao 'pag nagkamali, mga gano'n. So,
Correct, correct.
I also experienced that imposter syndrome, that I know na, there are a lot of people who are more experienced than me, more skilled than
Mm-hmm.
me, more creative than
Mm-hmm.
me. I actually know that people, like, personally. But, walang mangyayari kung hindi ako makikilala kasi ng tao, eh. So, I
Correct.
need to create more opportunity. Need to, I need a door, parang gano'n. So, ang ginawa ko, I did not wait on that opportunity. I create my opportunity
Yes,
using,
create your own door. I
yeah,
love
using,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So para so for people to, yeah, get to know me better, especially in my
Right.
expertise.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm
I encourage you
I'm
guys
just
to do it also.
curious. Right. Well, I'm just curious, Sir Eb. Was there any moment when you successfully pitched an innovative idea or concept to a
Mm.
skeptical audience?
What do you mean?
Like,
Like,
they became more, well, the idea, you pitched the idea, they
mm.
became, skeptic with the idea, but they
Ah,
just trusted you and it was a success. Was there any moment that you've experienced that?
a lot actually.
Wow.
There are, clients, or there are, people who are doubting in my plan, something like that. So yeah, uh, uh but the, what I'm doing, like, what, in building, I already build my, social media presence before hopping on a plan with me. They already know me, so they already, believed in me, not in
Mm-hmm.
my idea, but in me. So in Eb, not in Eb's
Mm.
idea. So something like
Right,
that.
right, right.
So they already believe in what I do because I'm creating content. So yeah, there are
Correct.
times, that they are doubting in my plan, but they are not doubting in me because I already
Mm-hmm.
showed them what I can do using my content in social media. So
Right.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm doing actually.
Right. Oh, we have a question on Facebook. What advice would you give to individuals who seem to lose their creative spark, or tips on how they can get back on track?
Yeah, if you're losing your creative spark, I think, literally lose it na lang. So that's my answer actually.
I'm
I
curious why.
Yeah, because, for example, me, I don't pressure myself. I don't squeeze my brain if it's not
Mm-hmm.
functioning, something like that. So like I told you before, if I need to create a plan, I need to spark ideas, then walang lumalabas, then kinakalimutan ko muna yung project, tas labas muna ako,
Mm-hmm.
magmotor muna ako. So for you to spark ideas, for you to parang to spark creative ideas, don't think
Mm-hmm.
it muna. So you just rest, go outside.
Right.
Me, what I'm doing is I drive motorcycle outside,
Mm-hmm.
jogging or walking. So
Right.
then tips to get back on track. Um, will decision. Decide to get back
Right.
on track. If you are just waiting there, waiting for the momentum, as we
Mm-hmm.
call it the momentum. If you are just waiting for the momentum, um, maybe matagal pa yon. No, so what I'm doing is to decide. This is my momentum. This is what I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing now. So I need to start this project now.
Right.
Again, something
It's
like
in
that.
your
So
control. Right,
yeah,
right.
everything is decision naman eh. If you want to get back, then just get back. So
Right, right. And I totally agree. When it comes to being creative, don't stress or overthink it. Give
yeah,
your give your brain some space to breathe, as
yeah.
what they said.
I don't know why people are overcomplicating things.
Yeah,
Waiting
yeah.
for waiting for the idea. So, um, yeah. Sorry if I'm saying this, no. So I don't know. Life. I think life in general is very simple. Eh. You just need to take action and decide.
Right.
M- Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why
No,
people are
yeah. Mhm.
overcome. You just need to just
Yes.
decide and do it now. So yeah.
Correct, correct. And creativity really flows best when you're relaxed and not putting too
Yeah.
much pressure on yourself. So
Mm-mm.
for those our viewers watching right now, take breaks, do things you enjoy, and let ideas come naturally, right?
Yeah.
So
Mm-mm.
the
Yeah.
best
Mm-mm.
sparks of creativity often happen when you least expect them. So chill out, stay curious, and let your imagination do this thing, right? So now let's dip dive into a topic that resonates with many. By the way, we have 610 viewers right now. So for those who are watching right now, I think this will resonate with them. So the pursuit of personal projects and hobbies that fuel our creativity and drive skill development. So in the hustle and bustle of our professional lives, it's easy to put our personal aspirations on the back burner. But what if we told you that making time for these endeavors can actually enhance your overall well-being. So my question would be, Sir Ev, how can you make time for personal projects or hobbies that fuel your creativity and help you, develop new skills?
How to make time for personal projects. So yeah, I agree that personal projects and hobbies are the fuel for the creativity, right? So there are times naman na these creative projects are our fuel then. So hindi naman ibig sabihin na hindi na natin yung passion, yung trabaho natin. So yeah, to how to make time for personal projects and hobbies. Well, for me, um, do your job faster. I think yeah, do your job faster. Um, Kasi imagine this. Example, you're working full time to the company, right? So you're working full time, full 8 hours. Then hindi mo natapos yung work mo. So for sure, when you go to your home, iisipin mo pa yan eh. Even after work, iisipin mo pa yung yung mga project. Okay, so um like for example, after Monday, okay, Monday, and you are planning to do something, like for example, you want to hang out with your friends. Then pag hindi mo pa natapos yung work mo on this day, tapos nag-hang out ka na with your friends, parang maiisip mo na parang OMG, I have this presentation pa to finish or to prepare tomorrow. OMG, may three videos I have three videos pa na need i-edit o parang yeah, may revision pa ako, something like that. So I'm sure na even if you went home or you are with your friends, parang dala-dala mo 'yan sa isip mo, yung stress ng work. So yeah, what if tapusin mo na agad yung work today? Something like that, no? So what if tapusin mo na agad yung work? To the point na after project, if you did it quickly, you can do whatever you want without stressing yourself na, oh, MG, may presentation pa ako bukas. Something like that, no? So, yeah, ganon. Ako, ganon yung ginagawa ko, no? Not naman passion project, but the things that I enjoy doing to fuel, to refresh myself. Like, for example, yeah, hanging out with friends, inuman, no? But ano yun, video kay mga ganyan, jamming. So that actually not related to what I'm doing, but that's the moment that I enjoy doing, hanging out with friends. So what I'm doing is if I have this project or I in the company, I work as fast as I can and also effectively as I can para hindi ko na siya dala-dala after kong mag-work. Para makakapag-travel na ako, no? Para if nagawa ko na yung work ko, natapos ko na yung project, pwede na akong pumunta kahit saan. No? So I'm making sure na
Right.
before ako mag-travel or mag-fly, dapat tapos na lahat ng deliverables. I'm making sure na wala nang revision. I'm making
Yeah, so
sure
you don't have to think about it.
Yeah, I'm making sure na
Yeah.
like you, canyoneering without thinking. Me, ganyan ako. I went to
Yeah,
Cebu
yeah.
last April. So,
Yeah.
without the work for 2 weeks, without
Right.
the work, without anything, because I already did my task. I already edit a bunch of videos. I already created a presentation
Mm-hmm.
so that I enjoy traveling. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, my advice to make time for your personal projects is to do your task quickly or
Faster.
fast.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's always you. It's on you, right? And
Mm,
as what you've mentioned, you should make it fast. I personally agree with that. And I can't do it without the help of an AI right now. So there are
yeah.
several tools now that creatives think it's an enemy. But what's your take as a creative person? What's your take about the Chat GPT and all those AI tools that
Yeah.
majority of the creatives think that could replace them? Because some of the creatives are having like doubts in
Yeah.
their career
They're worried.
because
They're worried.
yeah, they are worried. So what's your take on that?
For me, I'm in this point. I understand most of what creatives are feeling. Especially the new guys or new in the industry, like they are learning. Um, they're just in the beginning of their journey. Then here comes AI, who can do their work. So that's actually parang worry worthy worry worthy
Yeah,
na
yeah.
scenario. Yeah, so yeah, so I understand you guys if you're worried about the technology, but I personally believe that every project needs a human touch. The human touch of things. Especially in the video side, right? So, for example, um, if the content is very like robotic sound, script, or content, people will notice that. People will notice that you are just creating. You are not creating actually, but someone or something is creating for you, people will notice that in your videos. So yeah, I really believe in every project needs to have this human touch of things, human touch. So and um two things yung pwedeng gawin if you are in a creative. One is to um one is to don't use the AI if you want to implement your human touch to that project. Number two is to use AI, not just to use, but to train AI or chat GPT to have your human touch. Parang ganon with that AI to that AI and do the task. So, yun yung pwedeng gawin, I think. So, either wag mong gamitin yung AI, then prove to the people that you are
You're
an
better.
effective, yeah,
Yeah,
you're
you're
better,
more
you're an
effective.
effective creatives, or use that AI as a tool, or train that AI as a tool parang para ma-implement yung human side mo as a
Right.
creative.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think ganon. Well, I think don't focus too much on the problem. So so don't focus too much on the problem. Focus more on the solution. And that's
Yes.
is the solution that I gave it to you. Like use that AI, or don't use that AI, but prove to the people that you are better than AI.
Correct.
So yeah, focus on the solution, not the
Mhm.
problem or the worriness. So,
Yes. Yeah. Personally, don't make it an enemy. Make it an ally.
yeah. Mm,
If you want your work to be better or you want it to be more
yeah.
efficient,
Mm.
use that. So this next question, Sir Eb, is vital for staying ahead in your field. What resources, workshops, or
Mm.
courses can you tap into enhance your creative abilities and stay on top of, the industry trends?
Okay. Yeah, as video creatives, right? So I'm talking to people who are into video. So, well, I'm a video creative. I'm a video editor strategist, right? I'm into video. So, um, the things that I'm doing is to enhance my creative abilities is to follow people that I would like to be. So, there are free resources on YouTube or Google or any other platforms. There are free resources. The question is, how can you pick those resources? So what is your ideal of parang what is your ideal resources na napasok sa So um we are bombarded in information na nowadays lalo there are a lot of resources. Specifically, there are a lot of YouTuber who are educating something related to your expertise na, and they are teaching a lot of things, may even outside your expertise na rin. So make sure then na if you are consuming that free information, make sure to pick wisely. So yeah, for video creatives, I recommend following um what we call it, the god of the god of creative entrepreneurs. So the Chris Do, if you know Chris Do,
Oh yes, Chris
yeah,
too. Mm-hmm.
you can, or the future, you can follow
Mm-hmm.
his YouTube channel and learn a lot from him or from his team. So because yeah, they are not teaching specifically like photography or typography or designing, but they are teaching marketing and the strategic approach in doing creative things. So yeah, I recommend following Chris Do on her platforms like YouTube, Instagram. I don't follow him on TikTok because it's just a repurpose video, but I followed him on YouTube. So yeah, follow him, And also I follow a free this is a free resources also. I follow Ben Amos, Benamos, which talk about video strategy. If you are into video editing, if you want to level up your career, if you want to position yourself as a valuable person, do video strategy, not only video editing. Because your goal is to help the company. Your goal is to help the marketing department of the company using your video, not just to do the task, which is video editing, not just to do the task, but also help the marketing of the company. Yeah, I follow Ben Amos. I followed Ben Amos to do that. Um, Number two and number three, for local, for Filipino audience here, I recommend joining Likha Summit. If you already know that, I recommend joining Likha Summit because aside from learning from the speakers, it's for your information, I this is a parang in-person event, this Likha Summit. I recommend that because aside from learning to the speaker, you're joining with other creatives to network with, learning from their stories with the same level, with your like same level kayo ng experience. You get to share experience with them aside from learning from other speakers. So yeah, that's Likha Summit for specifically for creative people. Um, yeah, that's the three resources that I recommend. Chrisdo,
And
follow Chrisdo.
they're all free.
Yeah, they are. I know. Chrisdo and Ben Amos is free.
Okay. But the
Likha Summit
likha.
is, yeah, it's
Okay.
an in-person event. So
I see.
yeah,
Right. So, all right. So we are diving into a topic right now that can be a game changer for aspiring creative like yourself. So how can you seek feedback and mentorship naman from experienced creatives to accelerate your growth or career growth
yeah,
and gain valuable insights?
yeah. First, I highly recommend getting feedback from other creatives. I highly recommend getting a mentor. I highly recommend regularly hanging out with creative people to get insight, to share experience. So I recommend doing that. Um, how to seek feedback or how to get insight from other, well, what I'm doing is I'm giving more than I'm asking more, so um I'm making sure that before I ask feedback, I give value muna to that mentor, so um not all creatives kasi, no, not all creatives kasi not all creatives and mentors are willing to give advice or feedback, especially if they feel that they are, tinatake advantage sila. Parang ganon. Creatives people tend to burn out halos lagi.
Right.
Right? So
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
lalo na sa mga, well, merong mga projects at lalo na sa mga abusadong humihingi ng feedback, if they feel
Right.
that they are abused. So make sure that you give value before you ask a feedback.
Mm-hmm.
Just even if a simple gesture of treating them a coffee or treat them a lunch or a dinner or one bottle with them, libre mo sila. Then during that conversation, no, parang during that moment ng lunch, ng simpleng ganon, parang spontaneously mag-ask ka ng feedback. you know. So, yeah, and also if you are asking for feedback, make sure that you have this discernment if um naa-annoy na sila sa'yo. Parang gano'n. If naa-annoy na sila sa'yo, um, yeah, I encourage to ask question for mentors and creative people, but also make sure that you know your limits in asking question. So,
yeah, better if you my number one tip is better to ask for their story, you know.
Right.
Yeah, ask for their experience, their own
Mm-hmm.
experience, not advice for you,
Mm-hmm.
because the advice for you is parang gaining scenario eh, parang para sa iyo eh, parang
Right.
personal gain. But if you ask for their stories, they get to share their stories, and I'm sure that they're willing to share their stories to you and experience to you because that's their personal stories eh. And parang spontaneously makakakuha ka ng insights, ng advice dun sa kanila. So
Right.
ask their story. So be interested with them, be interested with their life, so that you know subconsciously makakakuha ka ng insights to their
Right.
experiences.
Right. Stay
So yeah.
curious. Yes. So now, Sir Eb, we're down to our last question. Any
Mm.
advice for viewers who wants to deep dive and use their creative skills for career growth? Do you have like any advice to share?
Any advice to use their creative like skills to grow their career, something like that? Yeah.
Yes.
It's important that you are always working on a project for you to for you to always have this passion and fire to do your thing. So it's important to always work on a project or creative project. It's for example, for anyone here who doesn't have opportunity yet, or you don't have a work yet, one thing that you can do is to work on your personal project. As I said, do content creation. If you're a video editor, make your own video, to edit your own video, just to retain that energy, retain that fire in your heart, because you
Right.
are always working on a project. So that's actually my advice to creative people who wants to grow. Actually, the growth will come subconsciously if you are busy working on a project.
Right.
Parang magugulat ka na lang, "Uy, dati step 1 lang ako, now I'm the step
Mm-hmm.
10. Now, dati level 1 lang ako, now I'm level 5, level 6, level 10, level 20 na." Because you are working
Mm-hmm.
on a project. You are working on
Mm-hmm.
something. Even if it's not money generating project, but it's a project to always have this fire in yourself, your soul,
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, that's actually my advice to other
Right.
people.
I love that. Grow by doing, take
Yeah,
action,
yeah, yeah.
learn and evolve. So is there yeah, I totally agree with that because the more you do, the more you'll grow. So to
Mm.
all our viewers right now, dive in and unleash that potential. I think that's about it, Sir Eb. Thank you so much. Actually, nag-extend nga tayo ng 4 minutes for this topic. And before anything else, before we end this, is there any social media or anything you
Mm.
want to promote here?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, EB underscore Fajardo, FAJARDO. You can follow me there and learn more about video editing, learn more about content creation. How can you help your team? How can you help how can you be better on each project, in each of your projects? So yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, EB underscore Fajardo. Yeah, I think that's it.
All right. So thank you all for joining us today. Thank you, Sir Eb, for this very insightful talks. I
Yeah,
know
thank you then.
everyone
Thank you.
really resonates with this. And thank you for our 698 viewers for this
Oh, nice.
episode. Wow. So remember, guys, creativity has no limits. Okay. So don't be afraid to break the mold. So embrace curiosity, experiment and let your imagination run wild. Sabi nga ni Sir Eb, you have to, sometimes you have to be, what do you call this, rebel. So yeah, get ready to make a creative impact, guys, and change the game. So thank you again, Sir Eb, for this
Thank you then.
opportunity to
Thank you